Most people start the wrong way. They jump into AI tools, dashboards, everything but the thing that will determine whether they are helped by AI or it just wastes their time. Because the first step in business AI, the only step that really matters before you do anything else, is this: telling AI who you are and what you want, not just your business name or your logo or your mission statement that you copied from your website. I mean the real stuff, what you stand for, what you're trying to accomplish, what you value, what you won't tolerate, what success actually looks like to you. That context, real, personal, and intentional, becomes the foundation that produces everything else afterward. If you don't start by giving it that, everything else that it produces will be noise. I've been studying how to get great results, both for myself and for my businesses with AI, for years. My company started making investments in AI over a decade ago. We have gotten a ton wrong and as a result have learned a lot. Since then, we've exited multiple businesses to private equity. And today we build businesses with AI and consult businesses and individuals on how to better utilize AI. And through all of that, one truth continues to repeat itself. You have to start by telling AI who you are and what you want. And that's the difference between a tool that gives you generic results, pretty outputs that look good but don't drive any real progress, and AI that produces results that actually align with your goals, your brand, your integrity, and your strategy. We've all seen generic AI outputs, off brand, off target, and sometimes flat out wrong. That is not the tech's fault. That is context failure. AI does not inherently understand you. It can only reflect what you give it. And that's why for most people and most organizations, AI as it is currently being used today does not work. Here's what I mean. According to Deloitte's 2026 State of AI in the Enterprise Report, 84% of companies have not redesigned jobs or work around AI capabilities, even though many have deployed AI tools. You heard that right, 84%. These companies are using AI, but they haven't thought about restructuring how they work or how decisions get made around it. They're adding AI into yesterday's workflows instead of building tomorrow's. And that's why so many companies and people are seeing incremental gains, if any at all. It's not because the tools are bad, and it's not because the technology is not powerful. It's because they're not connecting their AI investments to purpose, to intent, and to meaningful human goals. They treat AI as a bolt-on instead of part of a thinking system. And that is a big and dangerous gap. Because if AI isn't centered on who you are and what you want, then you will get outputs that feel generic. You will waste all of your time refining AI's work. You won't be able to measure value, and you can't trust the result. But if you start with who you are and what you want, all the outputs will start to make sense. They will reflect your priorities. It'll help you make better decisions faster. They will help you scale your judgment and not replace it. And that is where the real value comes from today. It's not automation. It's not speed. It's not novelty. Value comes from alignment. It comes from context. It comes from intent and judgment. Because at the end of the day, AI cannot think for you. It will only amplify your current thinking. Now that we understand that context matters, let's talk about what context actually is. Here are 3 questions that you should answer before you ever prompt AI. Number 1, what problem am I actually trying to solve? This is not clean up my email or create an output. This is the real business issue you're trying to get to. What does good look like for you? Define that up front and don't accept good enough. Do this with intent. What are the boundaries? What is in and what is out? Your values, your constraints, and your risk tolerance. These are not fancy prompts. They are starting blocks for aligned AI. Because without these things, AI is just guessing. And when AI starts guessing, you get a bunch of slop and noise. If you treat AI like a generic tool, you will get generic results. If you treat AI like a thinking partner, you will get leverage. If you treat it like a mindless operator, you'll get a bunch of noise. But if you start by grounding it in who you are, what you want, and how you think, you unlock AI that works for you and not the other way around. And here's the critical point. Not all AI systems do this equally. Not all are designed to perpetually hold that context. Not all can help teams align. Not all of them are auditable, traceable, and team ready. And that's why treating AI like something you bolt on to your existing business like another inbox or a plugin, is going to end up leaving you behind. Real integration requires context that is connected, shared, owned, and trusted. And once you can understand that, you're no longer using AI, you are leading with it.